So a bunch of A-list celebrities are now being sued, and it's over NFT stuff. So now look, I know this is from the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail is a trash website. We all agree. We all know that. However, this is the same information that's in any of the other articles on it. And I actually think the way they summed it up is almost better than the other articles in a sense, which is why I'm showing it to you guys. But anyway, this can be correct, the stuff in this article, while also the Daily Mail sucks donkey balls. So I just want to make that clear. Anyway, Justin Bieber, Madonna, Steph Curry, Kevin Hart, and Serena Williams are sued for insidious NFT endorsements over Bored Ape Yacht Club that inflated its price. Several celebrities are named in a class action lawsuit filed against Yugo Labs, the company behind NFT series Bored Ape Yacht Club, that alleges the firm engaged in conspiracy with the A-listers to defraud potential investors. The complaint was filed on Friday in Los Angeles Federal District Court on behalf of investors who claim it failed to disclose the alleged involvement of celebrities in promoting and selling NFTs. Among the 37 defendants named for their alleged involvement in promoting and selling a suite of digital assets were Kevin Hart, Gwyneth Paltrow, Madonna, Justin Bieber, Serena Williams, Jimmy Fallon, Paris Hilton, Snoop Dogg, The Weeknd, Post Malone, and NBA star Steph Curry. Steph, what are you doing, man? Bored Ape compromises more than 10,000 NFTs depicting cartoon monkeys wearing various outfits. It's one of the most successful NFT art collections, valued at more than $1 billion, Insider reported. Okay, so let me just pause here to be like, as soon as I started seeing that these shitty cartoon drawings of monkeys were selling for like $300,000, I was like, yeah, the entire economy's fake. Nothing's real. Everything's fake. I don't know how anybody's like involved in this stuff. It seems so beyond my comprehension that anybody would be like, oh, I'm getting in on this, bro. Getting in on what? The most obvious scam of all time? Like, what are we talking about here? Adonis Real and Adam Titcher, who have been investing in Yugo Labs NFTs since April 2021, filed the complaint. The complaint alleges that the celebrities praised the Yugo Labs and backed Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs to the public by claiming to be customers themselves. Defendants' promotional campaign was widely successful, generating billions of dollars in sales and resales, according to the lawsuit. But it alleges that the billions of dollars were generated in sales and resales through manufactured celebrity endorsements and misleading promotions. And, quote, at no point did any of the defendants register these securities with the SEC. That would be illegal. The manufactured celebrity endorsements and misleading promotions regarding the launch of an entire Bored Ape Yacht Club ecosystem were able to artificially increase the interest in and price of the Bored Ape Yacht Club's NFTs during the relevant period, causing investors to purchase these losing investments at drastically inflated prices. The lawsuit further states that the company's entire business model relies on using insidious marketing and promotional activities from A-list celebrities that are highly compensated, without disclosing it, to increase demand of the Yuga securities by convincing potential retail investors that the price of these digital assets would appreciate. So that's a really important piece about this. What they would do is, they would get paid a shitload of money, usually over $1 million, to do some sort of advertisement type thing. And they would not disclose that what they were doing was an advertisement. And so Kim Kardashian recently got knocked on this. And she was found guilty. She had to pay. So now you got all these other celebrities that were involved in all this misleading advertising, and they're going to have to pay. I think they're going to have to pay. But what you're going to see here is, and what they go on to explain, we don't need to go through any more of it, but what they're going to go on to explain is, a lot of the people who were hawking these products, they didn't use the product. They didn't actually believe in NFTs. They weren't in that world. Now, some of them, to be fair, did believe in it and did buy their own stuff, and they were involved in it. So like Justin Bieber, for example, he seemed to be a true believer. And so I'm almost, for him, I'm more sympathetic because like he really believed in it. He was also hoodwinked. And also he bought, for, what was it? It was over $1 million. Justin Bieber bought one of these Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, and then 1.3 million. And then it plunged in value 95%. He paid 300% more than its reported value at the time. It was worth $208,000. He paid $1.3 million. And so for him, I almost feel like he's one of the suckers, right? Like he's a victim. I think this is the one. But for the other ones who kind of knew NFTs were bullshit, for them to hawk it, take a quick payday, I'm happy that law enforcement's going after them. I really am. Because it's so scammy. It's so gross, And look, guys, not to suck myself off here, but I'm gonna suck myself off here. I make a point of never talking to advertisers. Literally, 98% of people who do what I do or something similar to it, they're talking to advertisers, they're, hawking products or whatever. And, they make money doing it. If I wanted to, I could, but I don't want to do it because it's compromising, right? Now, it's one thing if there was a product I really believed in and I really liked and I knew they were legit and there weren't, so many ethical concerns around it or whatever. In theory, yeah, maybe, right? But I don't even do that. And the reason is I feel like you have a responsibility to keep, your show and what you do pure, in a sense. I don't want this to be tainted by money from here and money from there, and because then if that company fucks up in any way, shape, or form, that's going to reflect on me, and then I'm going to feel bad because I had you guys get a product and then that product turned out to be bullshit, or they were lying about it, and it was fraudulent, or whatever the fuck, right? I don't want to deal with any of that. And people will not trust you anymore if you do something like that. And all there is trust in this shit, And for these A-list celebrities, these fuckers didn't need the payday. None of these assholes needed the payday. These are A-list celebrities. They're worth $1 gazillion. Now, again, for all the people who, did advertisements for these NFTs and they owned it and they clearly liked it themselves, I think that's a different story. I think that's okay, everybody was scammed, but you were also scammed. For the ones who took the payday, don't give a fuck about NFTs, hawked it at these, massively inflated prices, basically got more people in on the scam, and then the whole thing went belly up. For them, no, throw the fucking book at them. Throw the book at them. Because you didn't need that extra, $1 million payday. You already got $1 gazillion in the bank account. And these people are just whores. Anybody writes them a check big enough, and they'll be, I'll hawk whatever the fuck you want me to hawk. I will hawk the most obviously bullshit thing of all time, right? It reminds me of the recent scandal with a lot of YouTubers hawking the established titles thing, where you sell a title, you're a lord or a lady in Scotland if you just pay X amount. And it's well, that's obviously bullshit, right? And people are it's kind of like the, buy a star type thing. Yep, that was bullshit. That was bullshit, right? Not actually buying a star. You're not actually a lord or a lady or whatever the fuck. The other, Kamakoto knives or some shit like that. High-grade Japanese steel in these knives, buy them. It turns out, bullshit. Not high-grade Japanese steel. They're liars. You get all these things, it's all garbage. And how often has, advertising ruined otherwise decent products? Otherwise good shows. Ruined so much shit. And then now you have a situation where A-list celebrities are taking a quick payday to hawk this thing, which was a total fucking scam. And I hope they really drop the hammer on these guys, because they need to learn a lesson, man. They need to learn a lesson. They need to learn to have some fucking standards. That you got, hundreds of thousands or millions of people out there who like you, who trust you, who believe in you, and you took advantage of that. And that's not right. That's not right. So anyway, there you have it. I'm on team law enforcement here. Crack down on these fuckers. Teach them a lesson, because they need to know better. I do think it's a different story if the person hawking them actually believed in them and had NFTs or whatever. But for most of these people, they didn't believe in it. They didn't have it. They just knew a lot of money was coming in. They're yeah, fuck it, I'll do it. So they could easily, think about it. If they were tricked into being involved in this fucking scam, and they screwed all these people over because of their actions, you could have, this is already the most scammiest scam ever, and they fell for it. You could create an even more preposterous, absurd scam, and they'd probably be involved in that too, just to get a quick payday. It's disgusting. If you want to see me and Crystal Ball interview legends like Noam Chomsky, Cornel West, and more, subscribe to Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. $5 a month gets you the video version a day early. Remember, we take 0 ad dollars for this podcast. Or you can sign up on Substack for free and get the audio version a day later. Link in the video description box below.